What's up, guys? Hey, for those of you not living in Wellsville at the current time, and those of you in town, I hope you've noticed that we've been getting a lot of resurfacing and repaving done on our streets. Um, from the levy that you guys passed a couple years ago, last year we, out of the 25% that was appropriated towards streets, we were able to appropriate enough money to resurface 10th Street Hill, and then along the streets in town, cut out big swaths or big patches of street where there might have been years and years of patching the patches done. Well, they cut that out and then resurfaced it. So this is your levy dollars at work. Next, coming up at the intersections along the truck route, you're going to see the money that the truck companies, or should I say the companies in town that trucks go in and out of, the money they gave, along with money that the county commissioners gave us through grants, is going to be used to fix the truck route. So I know there's a lot of upheaval when 3 council members and the mayor, and they were right in doing so, appropriated 75% of the levy money to the police department and 25% to the streets. Well, you're seeing work being done on your streets, and streets that have been neglected for years because maybe they weren't main thoroughfares. 10th Street Hill is definitely a main thoroughfare, and it was neglected. So I noticed today coming down Route 7, it was resurfaced, and that's what motivated me to put this video up. You'll see 8th Street. There's been work done there, and they're not just patching the patches we used to say. They're actually doing resurfacing. And also down at the far end of 18th Street, well beyond where I live, so it's not a councilmanly favor that was done. Y'all know I wouldn't do that. But down at the intersection of 18th and Chester, I saw there had been some resurfacing done. And I remember 8 years ago when I was campaigning, a friend of mine that lived up at that end of the street, he mentioned something. And, you know, council, our job is to legislate and appropriate. And we appropriated this money for repaving, resurfacing, and it's being well spent and well used by Jared Grimm, our village administrator, and it's being overseen and monitored well by Hoy Wah and the mayor. Man, I was in her office the other day, and in a very professional way, she laid the smacketh down on somebody, and who got some money from the village and then didn't do the work, or they decided they couldn't do the work. And she said, "Hey, you better bring that money back here, or else we're going to have a problem." And they said they're going to repay the village the money because they couldn't finish the work. So, but that was a sidetrack. But I want you guys to see and hear, the streets are getting resurfaced and repaved. The truck route is going to be next. I think it's going to start next month, weather willing, because hot patch, keyword is hot, can't, use hot patch and paving and things like that in the rain. We would have started resurfacing and repaving a month ago had the weather and that doggone Punxsutawney Phil cooperated, but it just didn't work out. So now you're seeing, I think, about 300,000 tons of asphalt are going to be laid this year in Wellsville to get some of these bumpy, raggedy streets back to drivable. So thank you very much for your support on that levy. I poured my heart and soul into it. We needed it to keep our police department, and we needed it to get out of the red with the fiscal emergency. And then you guys needed it to get the streets fixed and things like that. So even at 25% of your levy money going towards streets, I think we're getting a lot done for our money. I know the potholes got me for $850 worth of damage to my car last year. Just saying, it came out of my pocketbook, just like it does all of yours when you hit a pothole in Wellsville or East Liverpool or anywhere that they have freezing and thawing. You're going to see potholes, and you're going to have that problem. So, hey, we're doing our darndest to make y'all happy. Streets are getting resurfaced and repaved like we promised you. Thank you all. Thank you, Jared Grimm. Thank you, R&R Paving, Nancy Murray, Hoywa Black, and my other fellow council members, Thorne, Dash, Allman, Goss, Gibson, and Taft. You guys have done a stupendous job. So, hey, good night. God bless America. God bless Wellsville. And I'm going to take another toke off the cigar.